हेलो बच्चों, द क्वेश्चन इज आफ्टर ओव्यूलेशन ग्राफियन follicle regresses into. So after ovulation graphian follicle regresses into a yellowish structure which is known as corpus luteum or yellow body. So let's see the explanation. That in ovary there are the follicles which are having the oocyte surrounded by the follicular cells. So the entire structure is known as a follicle. So the fully grown follicle is known as the Graafian follicle. Now the Graafian follicle consists of a secondary oocyte which is having the zona pellucida, a layer of glycoprotein around itself, and a large number of follicular cells. So these are the follicular cells. So these all are the follicular cells, and there is a cavity in between, and this cavity is the follicular cavity, and there are two coverings, the theca interna and the theca externa. So this secondary oocyte surrounded by the follicular cell along with the cavity and the theca, this whole structure is known as a Graafian follicle. Now during the ovulation what happens, the secondary oocyte, so the secondary oocyte along with its zona pellucida and some follicular cells, it is released from the ovary. So this is called the ovulation. Now after ovulation, as these structures have been released from this, so now the empty Graafian follicle changes into a yellowish structure or a yellow body where this cavity is filled with blood clots and carotene pigments. So its color is yellow, and this yellow body is known as corpus luteum. So after ovulation the corpus luteum regresses into the corpus luteum. So the right answer of this question is option C. Now if we look at other three options as well, so first is corpus atracia. So atracia is the degeneration. So what happens, that when the female is born, a large number of follicles are present in the ovary, but from birth to puberty a large number of these follicles get degenerate. So the degeneration, anyhow the degeneration of follicles is known as the corpus atracia or follicular atracia. So this is not related to ovulation. Now corpus callosum, so it is an entirely different thing or structure. Corpus callosum is a tract of nerve fibers, means it is a group of nerve fibers that is connected our cerebral hemispheres together. So the two cerebral hemisphere which are the part of our brain. So the brain, largest part of the brain is cerebrum, and cerebrum is divided into two lobes which are the left and right lobes, or the right and left cerebrum, and these are connected together by a tract of nerve fiber. So this structure is called corpus callosum. While corpus albicans, so corpus albicans is the degenerating corpus luteum. So when the corpus luteum, when the egg is not fertilized, then the corpus luteum will degenerate, and this will leave a white scar like structure in the ovary. So a white scar which is actually the remnant of corpus luteum or degenerating corpus luteum. So this degenerating corpus luteum which is remained as a white scar, this is known as corpus albicans. So the right answer of this question is corpus luteum. I hope this explanation is very clear. All the best.